Good evening everyone and welcome to this Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. I am your host with the most mouth tonight. We're at the glorious race of China. There is quite a few drivers missing tonight, but I'll go through some of the stats and some of the stuff anyway. But before we do that, just a bit of a recap from last week. Last week was the rerun of race 6 of Silverstone after what happened with the issue with the safety car situation. Hopefully that will be gone by the race tonight. Prix will be the first one to watch tonight. But before we do that, we're at the Shanghai International Circuit with a 3.390 miles with a 5.45 kilometers. We were doing 28 laps of the Chinese Grand Prix, but also it's going to be absolutely insane stuff here. There is, I believe, 16 turns here. Now, the corner that he's on at the minute is, I think that's turn 10 now, coming up to the end of the second sector, which could go into sector 3 now. Like I said, quite a few of the drivers are already out at the moment. Just waiting. I'm just loading up the stat stuff. So just waiting for some stats there. I will be going through some of the stats from last week. Like I said, there is a little bit of difference on the tables from what we've had from last week, because they haven't been updated as such yet, but once they've done, we will be confirming it as well. But we're going through to the actual qualifying lap of this now. Here we go. This is the first actual qualifying lap of the Invictus Racing League F3 League at the glorious race of China. He's going past first corner, then coming to turn 2 now, then coming to turn 3, and then 4. Well, I was ahead of myself there, 3 and then 4. Now he does it with ease there. Try and go through the long straight now, coming to the end of turn 5, then coming up to the end of first sector, which is on 24.5 at 24.5. Then coming up to that awkward one here, coming up to turn 7 now. Yeah, and then coming up to the long S's into turn 8. And then into turn 9, 10. Yeah, that's 10 now. Coming up to the end of the second sector, which is turn 11 now. Then this is the part where you need to get it spot on here. Turn 12 at this point here. Now, good evening to TTG Maze. Hope you're okay and well, mate. Hope you enjoy the stream. Just coming up to the long DRS straight now with Briggsy. So yellow flag sector 2. Yellow flag sector 2 now, so trying to do everything they can. Coming up to turn 14, which is the hairpin now. They have to do absolutely brake full on here. So we have to wait and see what happens here in this situation. Coming up to the last corner, which is 16 now, and he does a 32.8. A 32.8 on the soft tyre, so that's a good time to be fair. Brennon's just joined the session. He will miss qualifying as he just... Oh, Brixie! But not that Gigsy! Oh, brilliant from Ferocious Dan. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. With a 131.7 on the Ultra Softs. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. What can Stephen do? There's one of the McLarens ahead. I think that's F1 Richard. Yes, it is. So what can Stephen do as well as... Steele's retired. Oh, it's crashed. And for Richard's done a 35.6 on the mediums. But Stephen's done a 34.9, so it's ahead. Nitrogas has done a 34.1. Steele. Daniel, D-Boy Dan, aka Daniel FN now. Oh, they're going wide again. They've got to be careful of that corner. Absolutely, they've got to be absolutely careful of those corners. But yeah, Nitrogas is in third at the moment for 134.1, so that's a good time to be fair on the mediums. D-Boy Dan's going to try and improve his time again. Try to see if there's anyone else that's close. Tedroir try and go through the last few corners, passing turn 15, then come to turn 16, which is the the best corner to try and get the exit here, and it could be a good lap here. He's done a 32.7 on the Ultra Softs. He's done a 32.7, so that's a cracking time from the old god of Tedroir, Notorious, the Irishman, trying to do everything he can to get through those tricky corners in Sector 2. Steel will be absolutely livid. He had a great race last week of third place, I think, third or second, if I remembered it right. But that would have been a magnificent race from him. And he was gutted though. I could not do the interviews last week because I had so much work going on. So hopefully I am back to normal on the interviews this week. So this will be absolutely insane in the membrane stuff. So Notorious will do everything possible to get through in the long DRS straight. This is the part where he needs to be hairpin here. Then sharp braking there, try and get out of that exit into turn 14, then to turn 15 now. Then coming up to the turn 16 corner now. Prix moves up to third. Prix moves up to third. Snoop Dogg Marquis has said Ultras are a gamble. They are, to be fair, because of the tyre wear decks. They're going for it. They really are going for it, to be fair. Notorious went, they've gone a little bit wide there. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else that's doing a lap in now. I think Nitrogen Gas is doing another lap in. Oh, we've got a little bit wide there. He's going to try to do another lap next. Is anyone doing the next laps? I wonder. F1 Richard's on the slight higher ERS mode, so he might be doing his lapping again. So just go watch him now. The old man, I always call him now, every time during the streams here. He's improving left, right, and centre for Richard. And looking at the stats from last week, in the table that I've got, he did get 4 points, which I believe is 7th, but I believe he's been moved up to 6th from that race. So the tables, like I said, the tables have not been fully updated for this race itself, but hopefully they'll be sorted straight after this race. Yellow flag set to 3. Yellow flag set to 3 now. So try and see what can. Nightcash will have to go back into the pits. Yeah, he'll go back to the pits. Briggs is going to do his actual lapping now. He's on the ultra soft tyre, so I mean, to be fair, with Briggs, he's on a good tyre. To be fair, on the softs, to be fair, so the mediums would last a little bit longer than the softs, but in his situation, if he can get a good exit and get past Ferocioustan and Tedroir into this, he might have a chance here. Snoop Dogg says, why are the tables wrong? I believe that the tables have not been updated from the stewards or some of the queries, I think. I might be wrong, but I've just been told before the race, some of the like I said, only some of the stats are wrong. Not all of it. Like F1 Richard and O'Stephen have a point extra because they've moved up 1 place from last week. And also McLaren are, I believe, a point ahead of the constructors. They're a point ahead of the constructors after Silverstone. So the tables will need to be updated with the new positions. That's why some of the stats, it's only some of the stats, not all of it, just some of the stats. Anyway, but Briggs is doing everything possible. Oh, he hit the grass there, but hopefully that doesn't compromise too much. Oh, it's got a good exit there off the long DRS straight now. Ferociotan still holding on with a 1 second lead from second place of the old god, or the old veteran I always call him. I don't know whether he likes that or not, Tedroir, but he loves it really. So the old veteran's still in second, but Ferociotan, the blue nose of Ferociotan, holding on for first at the minute. So this will be an absolute beast of an opportunity. Before I carry on, Coleman, who finished the race last... Oh, brilliant stuff! Brilliant stuff from Briggsy, but brilliant stuff, even better from Ferociotan. He moves at least Well, it's 8 tenths now, but if it was kept between himself and Tedrow, it would have been 1.3? 1.3. Or just about 1.3. So, just interesting stuff here. Froston's trying to make his mark here on trying to hold on for first with the ultra soft tyre. But can anyone try and catch up? Mike's done a 4th place with a 1 minute 33.5. That's a cracking time, to be fair. So the Slovenian legend, I always call him. So he's done a cracking job, and fair play to him. Absolutely fair play to him for that one. What else can we do? Is Mike doing enough? No, I was going to say Stephen. I'm going to watch Stephen to see if he can try and improve his 1 minute 33.9. He's in 5th at the minute, so that's a good. Like I said, throughout the whole season, and I've always said this, yellow flag sectors 1 and 2, by the way, and 3, sorry. Regarding this, Stephen, once he gets his momentum going, he can be a really good racer. On this day in qualifying, like I said, in the medium tire, that's a 1 minute 33.9. That's a good time, to be fair, on the Chinese Grand Prix. So, as long as it doesn't go wide there or slip at the back end there, just. So he's still holding on for 5th at the minute. But this is the last chance saloon here for Stephen. We're just under 6.5 minutes left of the qualifying of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. Like I said, absolutely insane stuff here. I thought we were just doing another lap in. Captain Stiff's doing his first ever lap of the qualifying, so be interested to see what he can do. Same as Snoop Dogg, Markey. 10th and 12th respectively between Captain Stiff and Snoop Dogg, who have not done a lap. Like I said, Coleman, who finished first again last week, he has been promoted to F2 straight away, so he's in F2 at the minute. And Colin J, who's struggling with F2 and had a new wheel, he's dropped back down to F3. So the F3 runner-up from last season returns back into the F3 crew. So I'm honoured and privileged to see him back into the racing here, and hopefully he'll bounce back as quickly as possible here. Ethel Richard moves up to 4th, so that's a good time, 1:33.2. The old man has moved up to 4th with a 1:33.2. Absolute madness. Daniel FN, or I always call him D-Boy Dan, is in 7th at the minute. So he's doing a 34.0 at the minute. Captain Stiff on the medium tires, so the 33 flat. A 33 flat. He's only 1.6 behind the leader, but oh, brilliant from Snoop Dogg. From brilliant times from Snoop Dogg and Captain Stiff to move up to 4th and 5th respectively. Yellow flag set to 1. Yellow flag set to 1 now, so I'm not sure what's that for, but Daniel FN still watching his lapping now. Froston and Briggs are going out for their out laps now to see if they can try and do their ease of the laps here. But let's see what Daniel FN can do. Needs to get a good run in here on the DRS straight. It's like watching Back to the Future. You got to go straight past. Oh, they're already passing 88 miles per hour. They're already over 200 miles per hour. They're like time travelling through there, but hopefully they'll not try time travelling back down in the grid. Oh, he's got wide. That will lose a bit of time, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back into the pits and do some more times. Yeah, he's going back into the pits. I was not surprised with that one. Nitrogas, who did a great qualifying lap earlier in the session, under 4 minutes left, but he's in the soft tyre at the minute. He's not happy with a 34.1, so he needs to try and improve as quickly as possible here. If you've got any questions, queries, guys, please make sure you subscribe. Follow as well. That'll be magnificent, guys. That'll be fantastic. If you've got any questions, queries, or anything about the Invictus Racing League, I'm here as always. I'm here, not here all week, but I'll try my best. Nitrogash is in 6th with a 33.2. So he's moved back up to 6th in the top 6 with a 33.2. That's a good time, to be fair. He's only 4 tenths off behind Snoop Dogg Marky's time of the soft tyre, to be fair. But that's still a good time. Nitrogash has just matched F1 Richards' time. So if he can as long, I'm not saying it as a commentator's curse, but hopefully Nitrogas gets some lots of decent points in, because I really, 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 and I'm saying this now, I really do want him to get at least the top 3. You know, just to get his confidence boost back up, because the last few seasons he has been really struggling. And like I said, I really don't want him to go like right down again. I want him to like do really well. And at the minute, so far, touch wood, like I'm tapping the wood now, he is actually trying everything he can to do a good qualifying lap. But as long as he doesn't get caught up with that anyway. But this is absolutely insane stuff here. Nitrogas doing everything possible to get through the DRS straight now. So still watching Nitrogas now on the soft tire at the moment. He hasn't got much ERS, so hopefully he'll get a bit of it before he runs out. So coming up to the 2-minute marker. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. What can Nitrogas? Oh, brilliant stuff! I wanted him to get into the top 3, and that he does in the qualifying situation, but I really want him to do it in the actual race as well. This will be absolutely brilliant stuff from him. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Oh, brilliant stuff from Ferocious Standard at 1:31.2. Prix improves his time by 31.6. Ooh, ooh. Woo! Brilliant stuff from Ferocious Dan. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, yellow flag set to 2. Ah, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg won't improve his time unless he's going to go for it. What can Tedrod do? Someone's just moved up. Someone has just moved up a bit, I think. Oh, Tej, the old veteran, has gone wide there from turn 14, passing turn 15. And then coming up to turn 16. He's got no choice. He's going to have to go for it now. He's going to have to go for it on the soft tyre. You know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming. We're coming up to the 40-second marker now. But you know what's coming, guys. I hope you understand the situation here. Yellow flag set to 2. Will this be a shock? We'll have to find out. Time is up of the Invictus Racing League F3 League of the qualifying tonight at the glorious race of China. I don't fancy Chinese, I've had that last week. But the Chinese Grand Prix, absolutely insane in the membrane stuff. Brilliant stuff here, but what can Tejwar do? Oh, Stephen moves up to 3rd. Oh, Stephen moves up to 3rd in the qualifying. That's a great qualifying lap from him. Brilliant time, but can Tejwar on the soft tyre improve his time of a 32.7? If the guys, oh, Daniel FN is to move up to 3rd with a 32.4. Oh, Tej is teasing us. Tej is teasing us here. At the moment, O'Stephen. Is O'Stephen improving his time? I don't think he is. I don't think he's improving his time. But that is an absolute manic qualifying, to be fair. Ferocious Dan, keep improving left, right and centre with 31.2. Brixie. Notorious moves up to 7th now. But what a qualifying lap for Ferocious Dan, Brixie, Daniel FN. Oh, Stephen Nitrogash, I'm delighted they're in the top 5 of the qualifying. So let's see if they can hold that position in the race tonight of the Invictus Racing League F3 League tonight. Absolutely insane stuff here. Oh, what a qualifying, to be fair. Absolutely belters. Absolutely belters. Oh, yes. So just waiting for Steam to finish off his qualifying. But Steele's the only one who had a crash earlier on in the qualifying. So he's the only one who's not done a lap. Well, I think he was trying to do the lap, but he got crashed. But like I said, Colin J, who's on the wheel, as far as I've been told, Briggsy has left the session. Hopefully he'll come back as quickly as possible. Here are your short qualifying for the Chinese Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League F3 League. You've got Verstappen in first, Briggsy in second, Daniel FN in third, Stephen in fourth. Great qualifying from him. Notigash, same for him in qualifying in fifth. Tej Ryan sixth, Notorious in seventh, Snoop Dogg Marky in eighth, Captain Stiff in ninth, F1 Richard in 10th, Mike is in 11th, Colin J is in 12th, and Steele's the only one who's not done the timing because he had an unfortunate crash on the last corner of the track. Oh, Brennan's has left the session. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but I'll try and find out if I'm not sure what's going on with Briggsy or Brennan's, because they've just got left of the session, so I don't know if they can get back into the cars or get back in as quickly as possible, but we'll have to find out. Not sure what's going on about the situation with the drivers that have left the session. I will get confirmation. Also, hopefully the weather crew will tell me what's happening with the weather at the Chinese Grand Prix. It looks like it's going to be a dry race, but we have to wait and see what happens here. But hopefully some of the guys will return back in. But other than that, we're not only doing the equal leagues on the F3 league tonight. There is F2 tonight with Energy Dan doing the commentary, and then also you got in the F1 as well tonight on the same day as well. But also, we not only do the equal leagues on the Wednesday nights, we do the performance leagues on the Tuesday nights, and also we do the no assist league on the Monday nights as well. But yeah, just if you want to join us, by all means, go for it. Like I said, we've been running for I think over a year, maybe it's got to be about 2 years now. Yeah, it's got to be about 2 years now. So it's good stuff, you know. Invictus Racing League, you know, cleanest, fairest drivers as well. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll just find out. Yeah, some of the drivers are back in, like starting up, but hopefully the drivers who come back in. I think Brixie, is Brixie back in? But Brennan's has not gone back in. I don't know if... I'm a bit confused here because I'm not sure if Brennan's could not get back in or what, but hopefully I'll get some more confirmation stuff as quickly as possible. But like I said, normally I always look at the bottom half first during the streams to see what situation the guys who are at the back try and, you know, take the advantage of trying to stop these guys. So Mike and Colin J, they've gone for the medium tyres. So Mike, who's the unpenalty king, or the king of all no penalties, shall we say, the Slovenian legend, as always called him. Like I said, he's done well, to be fair, in the results itself the last few weeks. So he'll be the one to watch tonight if you can keep that momentum going. It's the ones that are on. I mean, Captain Stiff's on the medium tire, to be fair. So himself, Mike, Captain Stiff, Mike, and Colin J will be doing good. But like I said, Colin J is really struggling with the new wheels, so hopefully they'll get that sorted as quickly as possible. But yeah, good evening to everyone that's joining the session. If you've got any questions, queries, but also if you can follow, subscribe, that'll be fantastic for us all. That'll be brilliant stuff anyway. So they're all set, all lined up. Oh, what's happened there between Mike, Colin J and Steele? Not sure what happened there, but madness stuff. Ferocious Dan, Brixie, Daniel FN, or FM I'll call him now. Oh, Stephen, Nitrogash, Tedwar, Notorious, Snoop Dogg, Marky, Captain Stiff, F1 Richard, Mike, Colin J and Steele, Agent Steele, click to click with a 66. So I think they're all set and ready to go. I can't wait for it. Can you? Can you? We're all set now. Brixie's gone right at the back of the grid. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. And we are go, go, go. Great start by the Williams of Tej. Oh! Oh my God, one of the Toro Rossos has gone a little bit wide there. They'll have to be very careful there in one of the corners there. But Ferocious Dan's trying to pull away here. Nitrogas moves up to 4th. Oh, Stephen moves up to 3rd. But Snoop Dogg wants to try and get into the act. Oh! Daniel FN broken a little bit later than expected and hit the back of Nitrogas. Captain Stiff's right at the back of Nitro now. But also the Force India of Notorious. Oh my God, that could have been nasty stuff there from Notorious. Yellow flag sector 2, sorry. So something must happen with Steele. Something must happen with Steele. Madness stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely madness. What do you do? Oh, this is a great view. Oh my God, one of the 4 seaters went way, way, way wide there, which I believe that is Notorious, who I'm watching at the minute. But Ferocious Dan is pulling away from Tedra as quickly as possible. But Snoop Dogg, no, yes, moves up to 3rd. What a move! What a move! Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff from Snoop Dogg. Debris. There was some debris there. Silly Bone will not be happy with these guys. Again, they need to be careful. But Stephen's having a great start at the minute. But Notorious, Captain Stiff drops down. Notorious drops down. No, yes. Maybe 50-50 for the friend. I'm not asking the audience because I'm the only one who's did the commentary box here. Madness, absolutely madness. But Captain Stiff holding on for 6. Nitrogas doing everything he can. But Stephen might have a chance to try and close in on Snoop Dogg. But he's got to be careful of Nitrogas because he's on these 2 drivers who I said just before the end of qualifying These two drivers need to bounce back with their point stuff this season. And if they keep this going, this could be a magnificent result if it keeps going. But I'm not sure about the tyre. The tyre wear's bad in China. I know the tyre wear's absolutely bad in China, but I'm not sure about the. I'm not sure what's happened with the timings, but it's definitely more than two seconds. Oh, Nitro! No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I was saying I wanted Nitro Gas to do well this season, and I really wanted him to do some decent points, and he did. He must have gone wide or something. He went into the grass, and then because he couldn't control his car, Daniel FN, unfortunately, we've got the safety car now. We have got the safety car now. Hopefully the safety car does come out. I'm just praying that the safety car does come out this time, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen next. Good evening to everyone that's joining the session. If you're just joining us, mad start of the race. It was good battles everywhere. I'm really hoping the safety car does come out, because hopefully this is not 2 weeks in a row where the safety car messes up the drivers in this situation here. But they've got to be careful here. So yeah, like I said, they're all going to be bunched up in a minute, but I really am hoping the safety car does come out, because like I said, praying it does. Not saying I want to see it happening, but it's just because of what happened 2 weeks ago in Silverstone when we had to do the rerun of the race last week. So just I'm praying. They've gone into the pits, the ultra soft guys of Roshan and Tedroa. Surely the safety car. Oh, please tell me it's coming out. Yes, it has. Thank God for that. So we got the safety car out. I was praying the last few minutes there. I was praying to make sure that the safety car did come out this time round. Whatever happens, it would have been the decision of myself to put this out. But like I said, it was just a freak one that happened 2 weeks ago at Silverstone, where the safety car just got stuck in the pits and just did not want to go out at all. So yeah, some of the guys who have pitted already, like Tedroa and Ferocioushan, they've come back into 6th and 7th respectively. So that's a good opportunity here to get some decent running here. But for the guys who are like on the soft tire already, like Snoop Dogg and Notorious, this will be, like I said, the tyre wear. Again, the tyre wear is not the greatest on this track at all, but it's just trying to get that long stints going. The medium tyres, I wouldn't be surprised if they lasted 12 to 15 laps, mediums. The softs probably last 9 to 12, I think, and then the ultra softs probably last up to like 6 to 9 laps. And I don't think the guys who were on the ultra softs were risking it anyway, because they did like 2 laps or 3 laps already of the qualifying. So I think to be fair, Ferociohan and Tedroa did a good move, to be fair, to get into the pits in this situation here. But like I said, guys, this is absolutely insane stuff here. So we're just hoping that we'll find out. It looked like on my screen that Snoop Dogg wanted to try and get past the safety car as quickly as possible, but this will be a good start. If you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, there was it was an unfortunate accident from Nigel Gash. He went on the grass at turn 13, the unlucky 13, before the DRS straight, and because of that, he went onto the grass. He couldn't control the car. He went back on the track, couldn't do anything about it, and Daniel FN got hit to Nigel Gash's car. Like I said, Nigel Gash could not even do anything about it. He was trying to stop, but like I said, it was like bang, and the wheel was gone, and that's what happened between the two drivers of Nigel Gash and Daniel FN. But like I said, I really hope Nigel Gash bounces back next week. I really do hope he does. Anyway, but like I said, Snoop Dogg, I'm trying to look at the position change. So 4 drivers who have made some brilliant moves is, when I say moves, I mean like position moves. Safety car in this lap. Safety car is in this lap, so the guys are going to have to bunch themselves together. So Snoop Dogg will need to like give the safety car a little bit of time to get back into the pits. So he's trying to bunch them up. After all, he is the leader of the bunch here, so the safety car's already... He's already passed the halfway marker. It looks like the safety car's just about to turn 14 now. So this is it, guys. This is it. After the safety car will have to go back into the pits, and now Snoop Dogg's tried to do what Lewis Hamilton does, and he's going to try and pull away, and he does. He tries to pull away with ease now. DRS is enabled now. He's gone a little bit wide. Same with Captain Stiff. Sorry, I did probably say Tej in second, sorry. But Captain Stiff, Frosted moves up to 5th, passing Colin J. Notorious! Oh, they've gone wide again. Oh no! Snoop Dogg went wide. Oh, Stephen! Oh, Stephen! Where's the Steve? Oh, he's made. Oh, he's trying to hold on for 7th here. He's doing a brilliant drive at the minute here. But this is absolutely madness here. Notorious, the former F2 champion of many, many, many seasons ago. But the Irishman is in the top 3 at the moment. He's trying to close in on Captain Stiff, who's going to be on the longest stint. So this could be a massive opportunity for the Williams driver, or the Williams team as well. But like I said, McLaren are 1 point ahead of the constructors based on the positions I said earlier on in the stream. So this is absolutely insane stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Still watching Notorious doing his battle here. Might go and watch Ferocious in a minute. Actually, I might watch him now. Ferocious chance. Mike still holding on for 4th. Oh, Stephen getting closer and closer to Tej. Steele moves up to 9th. F1 Richards moves back up to 9th. Now, this is absolutely insane stuff here. Ferocious's got a chance here of the run-in here to get past Mike. This is absolutely insane stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, 4-car battle here. A 4-car battle. But Tej wants to try and fight the McLaren here. But this might bring out Stephen into play, and he moves up to 6th. Tej has dropped down, but where's Tej? Bear in mind, he's on the newer tyre wear. Tej is. Oh, Stephen, still. Oh, Tej moves up. What a move from the outside. Brilliant move from Tej. Absolutely brilliant. I can't clap because I've got a drink in my hand now. Oh. What a move by Tej. Brilliant move from him. But this could be a good opportunity here for the guys who, like I said, for Frostan and Tej, who have just got in from the pits when the safety car come in. But this will be a massive, massive boost here. Like I say, you can see all the debris from what happened between Nitrogash and Daniel FN. Frostan trying everything he can. Mike's already going for the defensive part here, but this is absolutely insane stuff here. We're on lap 7 of 28 of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. DRS is now back enabled now. F1 Richard moves up to 8th. F1 Richard needs to pull some brilliant moves in the next few laps because he needs to try and help his teammate here and try to improve their constructors for the McLaren team as quickly as possible here. So, I want to try and get on to Colin J, who's closing in on F1 Richard again. Same with Steele. But I'm still watching Frostan. There'll be a 3-car battle for the top in a minute, but Steele moves up to 9th. Colin J drops down to 10th. He's on 7 laps. 7 laps of the medium tyre. Oh my God, Frostan right at the back of Mike for 4th. He needs to try and get past him. But like I said, it's the defender. Boy. The defender of all defenders here. And he's trying to do everything with ease, Frostan. This is the opportunity now. But Tej just really want to try and pounce as quickly as possible here. Yellow flag set to 3. Yellow flag set to 3 now. Something must happen. Chance now for Frostan. Going side by side with Mike. Oh! Brilliant! Got a little bit wide there, but he's still holding on. Just hold on. Just holding on there. Snoop Dogg had the fastest lap. Then Captain Stiff has just got the fastest lap of 136.2. So that's a cracking lap from Captain Stiff. Brilliant lap from him. Well done. Ooh, what was at the back there? Steele comes in on F1 Richard for 8th. Oh, brilliant move. Absolutely brilliant move. Oh, Steele nearly lost the car, but F1 Richard. It looked like F1 Richard was going to pounce. The guys are struggling with the cars. It must be. Tej moves off to 5th, but Mike is still side by side, tearing the bed. Oh, the corner where Tej. Oh, brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, fantastic racing here from these two drivers here. But still and F1 Richard still holding on for another battle here, but we really want to try and see what happens here. I'm doing like that Shooting Stars moment with Vic Reeves and Bob Moore. We really want to see those fingers. We want to see those overtakes now. Oh. I have to wait and see what happens with Tej now. Trying to close in on Mike now. But Captain Stiff's right at the back of Snoop Dogg. But I want to see if this battle here. See if Tej tries to go for the inside. No, he's holding on. He's holding on there. But can Captain Stiff, the other Williams driver, try and get an overtaking on Snoop Dogg? Surely his tyres must be absolutely killing a little bit. Oh, chance! Oh, he thought he had the chance there, Captain Stiff, but he's trying to hold on here. Oh. Absolutely madness here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely madness on here. Captain Stiff still 4 tenths behind the lead. Well, 3 tenths now behind the leader of Snoop Dogg in first. So Snoop Dogg in first, Captain Stiff in second, Notorious in third. Great drive from him so far in this race. I'm not going to jinx it. Frostan in fourth, Mike in fifth, Tej in sixth, O'Stephen in seventh, Steele in eighth, F1 Richard is in ninth, Colin J is in 10th. Like I said, Daniel and Nitrogash had a DNF earlier on in the races, but Prix but not like Giggsy. He left the set. I think he got a disconnection issue, left the session. I'm not sure what happened with Brennan, so we'll have to find out later on in this. But I'm still watching it from Captain Steve's point of view. Should have the DRS. He should have the DRS. Oh, Captain! Oh, just holding on, but what a move! What a move from Captain Stiff! There was a bit of argy-bargy, but not as much as there. But that was Freshstow's on the fastest lap with 135.8. So he's on a charge to try and close in on Notorious in third place. So absolutely madness here, ladies and gentlemen. But still want to watch this barrier of the top two with Captain Stiff and Snoop Dogg. Mark here. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, what can you do if you're being cute? Now, we got a couple of battles going on. We got the the first and second, which I'm watching at the minute. You got third and fourth in a minute. You got Mike and Tej, and also you got Steele and F1 Richard. F1 Richard needs to get past Steele as quickly as possible. Oh, Captain Stiff just got a little bit wide there. Boy. Oh, I love this helicopter view. They need to do this more often. The helicopter view. But they need to do it more often here. So I'm still watching still watching Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg would have the advantage here. Oh, I thought he was going for it there, but Tej, I thought he was going to go for it as well. But Ferocious Dan trying more closing in on Notorious than he has been for the last few laps here. Oh, Notorious, he's teasing us. He's going into the pits. Snoop Dogg has gone into the pits. Yellow flags on sector 3. Not sure what for, but they did 10 to 11 laps on the soft tyre. But to be fair, that would have been 14 laps overall if you include the qualifying. So that's still a good time, to be fair. Medium tyres, which would be the best solution. But Snoop Dogg's going back into the softs. He's gone back into the softs, which is quite interesting stuff here. So unless he's doing soft, ultra soft, so you probably up to lap 22 with the softs, so 12 to 22, 10 laps, and then the last 6 laps, sorry, of the ultra soft tyres. But like I said, Tedra holding on for 5th. You've got Steele in 6th place, F1 Richard in 7th at the minute. Bear in mind, some of these drivers will need to pit again. So Colin J's gone on the ultra soft tyres at the moment here. So yeah, just watching this battle here with a 3-car battle. Tedra will be a sitting duck here. Steele, after his great performance last week for 3rd at Silverstone, might have a chance. Steele, will he steal it for 5th? Oh, I think there was a bit of contact there. There was a bit of contact there between Steele and Tej. Like I said, I might have caught the back end of Tej's car. Steele's car touched the back of Tej's car. So, like I said, Tejwa and the old guards really wanted to try and get some decent points in for the Williams drivers at the moment. So as things stand, Captain Stiff is in 1st, Ferocious Dan in 2nd. Oh, Steele's got on the grass, may lose a bit of grip here, but this might be a chance now for Tej to go on the inside. Good move from Tej. Absolutely insane stuff here. But F1 Richard wants to try and get past Steele. This is a great battle here for the for 5th place. Steele's gone a bit wide again. Like I said, Steele's on 9 laps of the soft, so he'll be on boiling point here. Same with the guys who have already pitted, like Snoop Dogg and Notorious, for the soft tyres of 10 laps. So they should do probably about 12 laps if they've pitted in earlier. Like I said, fresh standing 9 laps. Mediums should last up to like laps 16 to 18 laps. But I did say earlier, I said 12 to 15. But looking at what happened with the softs, including the qualifying, you would have gone up to 14 when I said 12. So I'm just going to say add 2 more, 1 or 2 more to the lap strategy stuff. But F1 Richard should have a chance. But because of that, Steele had the DRS from Tejua. Brilliant fastest lap by Snoop Dogg Marquis with a 1:35.1 on the soft tyre. So that's a good fastest lap there. So well done to him. This will be absolutely insane in the membrane. I don't think I've seen much penalty situations unless I missed them when I was drinking. I don't know. Like drinking normal Lucasade, I mean. So, still watching F1 Richard try and get to Steele. Try and steal his 6th place. F1 Richard. But I have to wait and see what happens here. So, still watching F1 Richard. Like I said, the McLaren boys and Williams have done a fantastic job trying to pull away from the other constructors. So, unless these 2 constructors having a massive downfall in the next few races, and some of the constructors come back in, I'll be very, very shocked. It's like putting 5,000 to 1 for Leicester to win the Premier League in a few years ago. No one ever thought that. If someone put like 20 quid on there, they're an absolute legends on that one. Oh yes. So Mike's pitted. He's done 13 to 14 laps on the medium tyre. And I think that was his qualifying lap as well. So he might have done 17 laps. 17 to 18 laps. So that's not bad, to be fair, from Mike. Still watching F1 Richard. But Steele might be closer to Tej now for 4th now. But F1 Richard wants to steal Steele's 5th place. But Tej, looks like Tej's got a little bit wide there, but this may bring Steele into play here, which looks like he's more closer to Tej than F1 Richard is to Steele. This is well, it's just going to swap now. Boy, here we go. Can Tejua hold on for 4th? This will be a massive boost for the Williams constructors who can keep that position, but he'll be a sitting duck here against Steele. Pardon me. Tej will be a sitting duck here against Steele. But it just depends on, yeah. Tej is on the highest ERS mode possible. Oh, Steele's got a little bit of a late braking move there. Captain Stiff pits. Captain Stiff has pitted. Oh, Steele. And F1 Richard goes into the pits now. Madness, absolutely madness here. So, Prosestan holding on for 1st. Oh, Stephen in 2nd place, ladies and gentlemen. In 2nd place. He's doing a cracking drive. One of the bestest drives. He's my driver of the day so far in this race. My driver of the day. If he can keep that up. I know he's got a pit as well. And I think that the pit situations, if I remembered it right, I think it lasts about 25 seconds. So he'll probably drop down to 6th. But some of the drivers may have to pit again. Which I know Snoop Dogg, unless Snoop Dogg goes all the way to the end. So 16 laps on the soft tyres. madness, absolutely madness here. But here we go. What Tedros tyres, as you can see, a little bit of a glimpse of like a line on the front left tyre. Madness, absolutely madness. F1 Richard's closing in on Steele. Oh, I thought he has a chance. Oh, he's lost a bit of his debris here. Don't want to lose a bit of his front wing, trying to close on him with the slipstream. His turn will be absolutely awkward. Verstappen pits, Tedros pits as well. Oh, Steven's in the lead. Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant. Snoop Dogg is in second, Captain Stiff is in third at the moment here, but Verstappen would have to go for the softs. He does go for the softs. So he's going softs all the way to the end, same with Tej. But this is absolutely insane in the membrane stuff. F1 Richards lost a bit of his debris because he couldn't do anything about it. It was a bit of a late braking. But Verstappen tried to close in on Notorious, Verstappen is on the fresh tyre at the moment here, so this will be a good opportunity to try and close in on Notorious and try at least catch up to Captain Steve, who's again he's done a magnificent drive here. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Tej and Steele. Well, Steele just a little bit of contact on Tej in that situation here, but oh my God, this has been a brilliant race so far. We've had a safety car earlier on in the race, and that worked. But yeah, I was a bit worried that the safety car did not work at all, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But Steele, this will be a good running. I'm watching it from his point of view here because F1 Richards coming at the back slowly now. Both of them are on the 5 ERS mode. Captain Stiff's the fastest lap, 134.7. Brilliant stuff from Captain Stiff, which could have a chance to try and close in, but where's Verstappen? Verstappen's got a chance. But we've got a couple of battles going on. Verstappen Notorious, as we see. Oh! You get a chance for Verstappen. Oh, what a move! What a move! And also Captain's moved up to second. A double move. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant from these two. Two in the beds. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, Captain Stiff will be absolutely gutted. There was a bit of contact. I'm not sure from my camera view because it was at the other side of the cars and stuff. But like I said, Snoop Dogg looked like he was side by side with Captain Stiff. But again, I'll need to double check that on the stream once again afterwards. But Captain Stiff will be absolutely gutted there because he would have guaranteed a podium stuff tonight. He would have had a really good position here. But bear in mind, Stephen has to pit, so he's in first at the minute. So Tej still holding on for 7th at the moment here. But we've got a couple of battles here. Steele, Tej and Notorious and Verstappen for 3rd place. Whatever happens, so Stephen, Notorious, they're in my drive of the day so far. I know it's on lap 19 of 28 of the Invictus Racing League F3 League as well. Brilliant stuff. Hi SJD, how you doing, mate? Good evening to you, mate. I hope you're okay and well. Just watching this battle here. How's things, mate? You alright? And just waiting for SJD to respond. Still watching Steele trying to close in on Tej, but might have a 3-car battle here for 4th at the moment here. Might see this battle between Captain Stiff, Mike and Notorious. I think Stephen. I can't remember if. Stephen's already done the one stop. I do apologise. I thought he had to pit again. Oh! Mike will be holding on for 5th, but Captain Stiff, Marvich hasn't gone to the outside. Mike will hold on to the inside line here. Still holding on for 5th place. SJD says, if I were Stephen, I'll try to go to the end. Good gap to those behind if you can keep the car going. Snoop Dogg pits. Snoop Dogg has pitted. So he would go for the ultras, which I would believe he would need to go for the ultras to the end. Captain Stiff trying to pull away. Oh, Notorious dropped. Notorious has dropped from 3rd. Something must have happened. He must have made a mistake, but Notorious might drop down to 5th. He's dropped down by 2 corners, but he might bounce back here. He might bounce back. Oh my God, that could have been nasty stuff there between Notorious. Steele, Tej. A little bit of contact there, but Tej was still on the racing line at that point in time. But still holding on. But what a couple of battles here. If Stephen can hold on to this will be a magnificent win. He needs another 8 laps. Let's have a look at Stephen's tyre wear. Colin Joe's got the fastest lap. He's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It's tyre wear. There is a line there, but not as bad as what I think it would be. SG says if he pits, he's down to 5th. If he can keep the tyres alive, he gets a podium. Captain Steve moves up to 3rd. Oh, contact there between Mike and Captain Stiff, but Mike's holding on for 3rd. Oh my God. Ferocious Stan is going to be on charge here to try and catch up to Stephen. He's really struggling with those tyres at the minute with the mediums. 17 laps. Boy. Oh my God, Steele's going to try going the inside. Oh my God. Thought he had moved there. Oh my God, this could be insane stuff here. Steele holding on. Steele. But this could be a fantastic win for Stephen if he can hold on for 1st. But I got a funny feeling he might have to pit again. I'm worried that his tyre wear may not last to the end. Plus, Ferocious Stan has caught up to him by 2 seconds within this lap 21. Oh my God, Captain Stiff. Captain Stiff's trying to close in on Mike, who's on a lap older on the soft tyres compared to Captain Stiff's. But chance now. Mike's already going for the defensive move here. He's going back onto the racing line. Captain Stiff needs to get the move done. Chance. Oh, I thought he took the opportunity there, Captain Stiff. Oh, Stephen pits. Oh, Stephen has pitted. So for us, Stan. Oh, this could be a good opportunity here for Stephen if he can get out quick. Where's Tej? Oh, this could be close. This could be close. Oh, Stephen drops down to 8th, 9th. Oh, Stephen moves up to 8th. Between himself and Snoop Dogg. Needs to try and pull up, catch up to them quickly. He was my driver of the day. To be fair, he did a brilliant drive. Oh, Stephen. Oh, Steele's dropped. Something must happen between himself and F1 Richard. Oh, Stephen will be on fresher tyres now, so this will be a massive opportunity here. SJD says, gutted for him, he's had a great race. Yeah, he has, to be fair. Oh, Stephen had a great race. But I think his tyre wear must be on the limiter. He must have been on the limiter, but still. But don't get me wrong, oh my God. Snoop Dogg nearly went to the back of O'Stephen. Snoop Dogg nearly went to the back of O'Stephen there. But O'Stephen might have a chance of trying to get the overtake already. He has a chance. Oh my God, side by side. Still, side by side. O'Stephen. Oh, brilliant move. Absolutely brilliant move from O'Stephen. I am really interested to see if O'Stephen can go all the way now. If he can get into like the top 4, that'll be a magnificent achievement here. Within 5 laps remaining. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if he can catch up to F1 Richard. This would be an absolutely magnificent drive, to be fair, from O'Stephen. But the two Sauber drivers side by side, I don't know if they're going to be team orders here, but still watching from this battle here. There's no team orders. There's no team order. Oh, yes, there is team orders. Right, so Snoop Dogg has moved up to 8th. He didn't want to stay behind Steele for that too long. But yeah, it's interesting stuff here. What can O'Stephen do? O'Stephen's right at the back of F1 Richard now. Captain Stishgard, Chaz have been in the lead here in a minute. Notorious has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that. Ferocious stand. Drops, but Captain Stiff moves up back up to 1st. Oh, try to see what happens here, but Captain Stiff holding on for 1st. But Ferocious stand trying to pounce back as quickly as possible. He's already a lap younger tyre wear than Captain Stiff, but somehow Captain Stiff has had that extra boost from somewhere. But this is a good battle between the two constructors and the two drivers, who are also battling out in the drivers as well. Like I said, like Captain Stiff and Ferocious stand, they're on 50 and 46 points. If it stays like this, Captain Stiff would improve his lead. Snoop Dogg trying to close in on O'Stephen now. O'Stephen needs to catch up to F1 Richard quickly, because I really want O'Stephen to move up quickly, because he's done a magnificent race. Don't get me wrong, he has done a magnificent race. He needs to keep that up for not only on this race, but every race that he's done throughout the remaining of the session. SJD says let's see him pick up a few positions and have some fun. He might have a move here. F1 Richard gone a little bit wide there, but O'Stephen, because of that, watching Snoop Dogg. Oh! Oh, O'Stephen tried to be delicate at the corner. It's going to have to be watched, that corner. But Ferocious moves back up to 1st. He moves back up to 1st now. Where's Steele? Steele side by side with O'Stephen. Side by side. Oh! Steele moves up to 8th. Steele moves up to 8th. Brilliant move, but Captain Stephen Ferocious Ferocious's gone wide. I was trying to see the battle between Stephen and Steele. But so Stephen moves back up to 8th now. Oh my God, we're on lap 25 of 28 of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. As Ferocious got a bit of debris there, or debris missing from the wings. I don't know. I have to wait and see what happens here, but we've got a couple of battles going on here. Hopefully Ferocious will bounce back here, because this is a good opportunity for him to get back into this with 3 laps remaining. But anything could happen. Anything could happen here. Snoop Dogg really wants to try and get past F1 Richard, but he doesn't want to do that, because at the moment Williams would go back into the constructors' lead if it stays like this. stop drinking. So yeah, so still watching Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg. Doing a bed. Doing a bed. Brilliant stuff. Just the move. Just the move. Aha, aha. He likes it. Aha, aha. Just the move. Aha, aha. He likes it. Aha, aha. And that's the way the aha, aha. He likes it. I know, and moves up to 6. So brilliant, brilliant stuff here. I hope you like that, SJD. I really hope you like that music, to be fair, on that one. So, still watching this battle here for 6th, 7th. Sorry, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And 9th. A 5-car battle for 5th. A 5-car battle for 5th. Madness stuff. Absolutely madness stuff. Oh. Insane in the memory. Insane in the memory. Do 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 do. Right, so what can F1 Richard do here? But Snoop Dogg, he's on a fire at the minute. You know that wasn't a Snoop Dogg song, right? Yeah, yeah, I know, SJD. Oh, I don't know why. I just thought that song in my head now. But we have to wait and see what can Stephen do. Stephen might get a chance of contact between himself and F1 Richard. SJD says, you need to up your rap skills like the kids. Mate, if my rapping skill, I'm rubbish at it, to be honest. But Steele thought he had a chance to try and get past F1 Richard. The gap might be there. Oh, you got a little bit of grass there. Hopefully not much. We're on lap 27 of 28 of the Invictus Racing League F3 League tonight. But here we go. What can? Snoop Dogg, Marky. Go on, have a go. I can't do it, mate, because I'm absolutely useless. I'm useless at the rapping stuff. I'll try to think of one now, but watching this battle here for the last penultimate lap, can Frostistan try and... He might lose out to second here. By Mike, he might lose out to second here. Oh! Just on for third place. F1 Richard might have a chance on Stephen now. Steele needs to have them moved up, but... Stephen, he's trying to be absolutely delicate, but what a move! What a move by the old man of F1 Richard. Absolutely brilliant stuff here. Oh, bit of crash, bit of outside there. We're on the last lap. We're on the last lap of the Invictus Racing League F3 League. Good evening to Sir Spud. How you doing, mate? You're right. He says, come on, Colin, you can do it. To be fair, mate, Colin J, with the new wheel, he's absolutely struggling at the moment here. I'm hoping he'll bounce back next week, hopefully. SJD says, haha, that's your homework for next week. Learn a Snoop Dogg song. I could try and do the beat, like one of those rapping beats. Boom, 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 boom. I can't do it. It's just useless, to be fair. Steele's trying to close in on Stephen. I'm trying to see where Captain Steve, who's done a magnificent drive again, is in first. So I'm going to try and watch him now, unless there's some action going on between Stephen and Steele. But can Mike? Oh, Mike. He had the chance to try and get past Ferocioustan for second place on lap 27, but absolutely madness stuff here. But can I say congratulations to Captain Steve, who extends his Drivers' Championship lead and also the Williams Constructors' Championship battle here. But two of them having a ding-dong battle here. Still just... that one, I don't know whether that needs to be checked by the drivers, but I'm absolutely gutted for Stephen. Absolutely gutted. Because... he had driven a magnificent race. A magnificent race, to be fair. SJD says, Colin's struggling with the wheel, but he's a good driver. He'll be even stronger in the long run. Of course, definitely. He will definitely... like I said, when I was doing the wheel, it took me ages for me to get used to it. So I wouldn't be surprised. SJD says, well done, Gareth. Great drive to come back from that off. Yeah. Captain Stiff, Gareth, he did a magnificent drive as well. So I was wanting to see if Stan could hold on. I was hoping if Stephen could have held on. At the moment, he would have been my driver of the day situation. But again, Mike's improving from the back again. That was good racing. That was really, really good racing. I know an incident earlier on in the race. Snoop Dogg, Marky's not happy with that. What happened, mate? What happened? But yeah, congratulations to Captain Stiff. Well done to Stan, and well done to Mike. There'll be the three drivers who will be. I have to wait and see what happens here. But Blocks and Notorious did a great drive as well. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, if you need to have a word, we'll have a word after the race. Well, the admin stuff, but... race... Here are your race classification for the Chinese Grand Prix for the Invictus Racing League F3 League. You've got Captain Stiff in first. Stan in second. Mike in third. Notorious in fourth. Good drive from him. Fantastic drive from him. Tej in fifth. Snoop Dogg is in sixth. F1 Richard in seventh. Steele in eighth. Stephen in ninth. Colin J in 10th. Daniel FN and Nitrogash have all have both had a DNFs, and I'll be doing the. There's not much penalties, so well done to them. Colin J and Notorious will be the only ones who've had the penalty situation, so well done to. There's quite a few warnings, obviously, but well done to the guys for keeping it clean on that one. So well done to that one, guys. So yeah, I'm just going to invite... Well, Stan had to shoot off, so he did say his apologies after. But I will invite Mike and Captain Stiff to the chat for their magnificent podium finishes. So I'm just getting some of the drivers into the register. And that is what you call someone who's just... And this is what you call someone... This is what you call someone who's just won a podium place in the Chinese Grand Prix from Mike. We're sorry for any bad language during the stream on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. So you probably hear my voice, heard Mike's voice or the swear word, but unfortunately that's already been muted off. So that's fair dues from Mike. But like I said, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Have to wait and see what happens here. But yeah, but the guys who are in the past chat, hopefully they make sure they can. So just waiting for the guys to make themselves enable their voice to be shared. Good evening to Mike. Well done, Captain Stiff. Are you there? All good?
Yep, all good.
Nice one, nice one. Ferrari did send his apologies on there, but yeah, just wait and see what happens here. But what I'll do is I'll do their podium finishing and stuff, and like I said, I always do their next race, which is, I believe, Australia. The good old Oz track on that one, shall we say? But let's just see let's see what happens here. I'll speak to Captain Stiff first, and then I'll be talking to Mike for their third place. And I'm sure Stan will be absolutely delighted with his second place, and he would have been, he would have got first, but I think he would have happy with probably second place at the minute. So, but yeah, just have to wait and see what happens here. But Captain Stiff, congratulations, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. That was a tricky one. Yeah, really wanted that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. But did you think you had the win, or was that a struggling race tonight just to climb back into first?
Um, I think it was definitely on my mind when I was challenging Snoop for the lead, and obviously I thought I had the pace on him, and obviously we had the contact, and it's put me back to fifth. But I thought a podium then would have been a good result, but to come back and get the win is it's huge.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to ask actually about. You and Snoop Dogg had a good ding dong battle before the incident. Can you explain what happened? Because I only saw little bits of it on my screen. So just
Yeah, we'd just been going at each other and pretty like not viciously, but it was all clean driving, but trying to get as much out of it as possible. But we went side by side into the fast left-hander. I think it's turn seven, and yeah, I think I felt like I'd left him room, but I think he obviously just drifted out a little bit wide, hooked my rear tire, and it put us both into the gravel. So yeah, not ideal, but and obviously I've had a look, and I think it the move was definitely on, and I can't see fault from myself, and but neither I wouldn't blame Snoop for it at all. I think it's more of a racing incident of two cars going side by side through a fast corner. But yeah,
okay,
glad to come back from it, and yeah, massive to grab the ring.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. But who would you say was had the best battle tonight from your driving tonight? Who do you think you had the best battle with, from what you're seeing?
Snoop was great fun to fight with. I know that he said that he had wing damage at some point, so that obviously may have hampered his speed a little bit, so that may have made it a little bit easier. But yeah, Snoop was a good one, and equally, it's always fun to fight with Dan and Mike. It's quite cool to have the top three in the championship all on the podium places and fighting in the last 10 or so laps.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But like I said, would you say this is one of your best ever results, or do you think any of the other races that you had were the best results that you had from tonight?
I think this is probably out of the two wins in equal. This is probably the best one purely because obviously I had to fight back for it, so I had to really push hard for it. Obviously the win in Spain in the wet was pretty cool because that was just hard driving conditions. But yeah, tonight I really fought for that one, so yeah, pretty elated to pick up the victory.
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. But like I said, Captain, from what I've seen, and I've said this many, many times, you have improved left, right, and centre from the start to finish. As in, from what I saw from, I think it was about from season three, four, I think, of Invictus at the time. So compared to where you are at now, challenging for the top, it's just a magnificent achievement from you, mate. And I know I always said that, so I wish I wish you keep that up, mate. You know what I mean? Because that's the best racing I've ever seen from you throughout the seasons I've seen, Captain. So Um,
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man.
it's all right. It's all right. I'll just give you the PayPal details afterwards and just pay me back. But no, well done for your race tonight. You did a magnificent drive tonight, mate. And at one point, did you thought you lost the lead based on Stan's battle from the top? Just one
Um,
more question.
I,
Sorry.
I couldn't quite work out Dan's strategy. I saw him come in and get rid of those ultra softs, and I couldn't work out if he was gonna like what sort of tyres he'd have towards the end of the stint. So I think luckily he probably would have stayed ahead of me, but I think he had an instant, or I think he went offline and got slightly sideways into one of the corners. So I think I caught up about 2 seconds in one lap. So that made my job a lot easier. And then we
Oh,
traded
okay.
positions over a couple of laps, and yeah, I think he went deep into turn one, and that allowed me to go back up the inside again. So yeah,
Fair enough.
it's a bit of fortune from my side, but uh, you have to fight for it. So
Yeah, fair dues, mate. You took the opportunity there and you did it with ease on that one. So, again, mate, congratulations on your win tonight and keep up with the good work as always. Um, if can you hold on for a few more minutes to talk about Australia, if that's all right?
yeah, of course, man.
Nice one, thank you very much. Mike,
Mm.
right. Can you do your celebration again for your podium stuff, please? Because I
Mm.
don't know if you has heard that.
No,
Uh,
that was celebration. That was frustration.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. When I heard the voice from Mike muted, he did shout it like, ah! I thought that was like podium stuff. I thought he was happy with the podium, but I didn't realise that was the frustration.
Yeah, but it could have been much better.
Oh, okay.
When the safety car came out, I thought, okay, well, now you see the safety car won't come out. Okay.
I said that on the stream. I was panicking all the time.
Me
Uh,
too.
I was just
But
like,
when but when I saw the black dot on the minimap, okay, that's good.
so Mike, I need that PayPal details, please, for that one, for the
For pure luck or what?
for pure luck,
Yeah,
to be honest,
yeah.
on that one.
Second, I thought, okay, now it's time for a free pit stop, but okay. I burned one soft of softs already, so no stop for me now. So that's why I was frustrated because would have gone for fresh softs when the safety car came out
Oh, okay.
and do another soft stop, but I had to stick with the mediums. Still, when did you pit for your softs?
Captain, are you still there? Sorry. Um,
Yeah. So
sorry, Mike
Straight
just
away.
said, when did you pit for your, was it soft tire or me?
oh,
Yes.
sorry, I didn't hear the question. Yeah, lap 15, I think it was.
Okay.
So,
I pitted on 14. I pitted 2 laps earlier because I had no pace on the softs. I mean on the mediums at the time.
yeah.
I was a sitting duck everywhere. But when you got me, my battery was empty.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
uh, but
Yeah.
but you made a mistake, a big mistake when I first overtook you. You went off track. Was it a collision with somebody, or you just went wide, or what
Yeah,
happened there?
no, that was the incident with Snoop.
Okay.
So yeah, ended up in the gravel. So
Okay. That's okay. Okay, that was that. Okay.
But yeah, just,
But a good race, I have to say, good race.
but yeah, it's been a good race to be fair from you guys' point of view. But
But I don't know what happened to Dan because I think he started
what,
to struggle at the end of the race with the tires
who,
because
Frosh Stan?
yeah, because I saw him off track on the straight.
He, like I said, Captain Steve caught him up by 2 seconds on one corner. I think he lost connection or something. I might be wrong, but he came back in, and then there was a big battle going on between them two, and then Captain Steve just got ahead for Stan. But I'm not sure what. I think for Stan's tyres must have been going at the end because I saw you catching up to him on the second from last lap, and I thought, is Mike going to do the second place here?
Nah,
Um, But that's what I want to ask actually, Mike. Did you thought you could have got Frosistan in second place at that corner I was on about in lap 27, or do you think it was a bit too late, shall we say?
A bit late. Didn't want to risk anything so far. I mean, so close to the finish line. Sometimes it's better just to accept where you are and just finish the race
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
taking any unnecessary risk and lose it all.
Well, like I said,
When you come so far, I have a comfy cushion behind because Notorious was falling off. I think by seconds a lap, so there was no need to do anything crazy at that
Yeah.
moment.
Like I said, you've done it again, Mike. You started at the back, you pulled your way back
But
into the.
I don't want to start at the back. I botched qualifying again on the softs.
Fair enough. But correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. When you're near the back, I say that in um, in normal terms, you are nearly at the back, and you've gone back into podium stuff or top half finish again. Where do you get this pace from, or where do you get this momentum coming from? Because before tonight's race, you was third in the Drivers' Championship, behind Frosistan and behind Captain Steve, who won tonight's race.
I think that's everybody gets points 1, 2, 3, so it stays the same. Just the points will differ. So
Yeah, have to wait and see what
where I
happens.
get a pace, yeah, I I'm not there yet where I want to be, but I'm getting there. But qualifying is a major Achilles heel for me.
I think I think if you can nail the qualifying, I think you'll get your first your proper win this season. I think,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
'Cause
Australia should be nice because I always done good in Australia. Took some poles and podiums,
yeah,
so there.
but don't say any more, Mike. Don't say any more. Don't want to jinx it on
No,
you.
no, 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 no. Yeah,
Don't
of
want to jinx
course.
it. But would you say this is your best podium finish that you had this season, or would you say the others that you had in Austria and Canada were your best ones? Would you say?
I really don't know, mate. I really don't know. Every race is something special, so
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I really can't say. But good driving, Steve. Congrats, mate. You've done a really good job tonight.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was so pissed. On the mediums, I struggled so hard with oversteer, and I was sliding all over everywhere. It was so hard to drive. And yeah, Tom and me, we went side by side into the long left-hander.
I saw the left-hander part, and I thought, what a move! That's some moves there.
Y- y- You know, when you're racing people you trust, it's easy.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, Mike. That was one of the bestest podium finish you ever had again. And you've had 3 podiums within
Cheers,
the
man.
last 4 races. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, the last 3 out of 4 races, you've had guaranteed a podium place, and you are a few point. Well, I say a few points. You are about over 10 points now behind the leader. Do you think you've got a good chance of getting to the second place now against Frosistan?
I doubt it. I doubt it. Dan is a strong driver. He's strong on each track and he qualifies always very good. So it's a big ask from you.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But let's
But
see what happens. Only good tracks remaining, so
could you be the silent assassin or the silent civilian legend, as I would probably have to call you now, of trying to pounce your way back into the top 2 of the Drivers' Championship? But we have to wait and see here. But like I said, Mike, congratulations on getting third. You did a magnificent drive, from what I saw anyway. So you did a brilliant drive as always. But can you hold on for a few more minutes to talk about Australia? Is that all right?
yeah, of course.
Cool. I'd like to say thank you to Captain Steve and Mike for their talk about their podium talks of their stuff. I will be talking to them in a minute about their Australia track as normal with the 2 questions that I always do throughout the end of the race.
Mm.
Um, SJD says, cheers for the commentary, Mal. Top job as always. Thank you very much, mate. I do my hardest, but my throat's always killing at the end of each one. Like I said, I'll talk to Captain Stiff and Mike about the Australian track, the famous track. I always love Australia track. I don't know why, I just love it. Also, what are the thoughts of the track and what are the expectations for next week? So, Captain Stiff, the two questions are: what are your thoughts of Australia and what are your expectations for next week?
Track, like it. Can't say I've really ever done well around there. Last season, due to a glitch from Nitro, I crashed out in the first lap. And then in performance, I think I missed the performance, so I actually haven't driven around there in a league in quite a while. So it's a bit of an unknown for me when it comes to pace. But yeah, it should be interesting. Top 6 would be a nice goal. Just keep the points ticking on.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You've heard that. You've heard Captain Steve going for top 6. He'll say top 1 on that one afterwards. Give me the PayPal later. He'll know what I mean with the the battle stuff after. But yeah, thanks for that. But yeah, well done, Captain. You did a magnificent drive again, and I think that's improved your points in the Drivers' Championship. I'm not sure how much, but I think you are definitely ahead of Ferocious Stan anyway, but you've extended that lead anyway. But well done anyway, Captain Stiff. Congratulations on your win tonight. Mike, last two questions for you, mate. What are your thoughts of Australia, and what are your expectations of Australia for next week?
Absolutely love the track. Absolutely love the track. It's one of those fast corners, good flow. When you get in the zone, it's so much fun to drive. Bit tricky to overtake, but good track. So I expect a lot from me, and also from Fascone. Don't remember we did the first row lockout in the previous season.
Yes, I remember that. I was saying I even slated. I remember that because I did the podcast. I said I don't think Michael or Fascone would get into the top half because of the performances I saw from the last few seasons ago, and you two just ripped me into pieces on the first race on that one in the qualifying. But yeah, Fascone and Mike.
And I think our times were really close, something like 50. What's it in English?
Minutes? Pounds?
50 milliseconds.
Oh yeah. So you said pounds. If you could just give me the PayPal, I'll be fine. You probably think, what the hell this is doing with PayPal stuff?
I know it was less than a tenth between us in qualifying.
Yeah, I think if anyone can stop you two, if you can get into the top 2 again, that'll be a magnificent achievement as always again. But like I said,
finally a track. Sorry, mate, but finally a track where you can qualify on the softest tire and go normally into the race.
Yeah, definitely. It's a track where it's not tyre deck as much as all the other tracks are, but it just depends on how the weather situation is and how you guys can manage it at the same time. That's the trickiest part, to be fair. But Mike, congratulations on your 3rd place, and I think you've done really well on the drivers' stuff anyway in the Drivers' Championship, and keep that going, keep that run going. 3 podiums within in the last 4 races. That's a great rate, or so far for Mike, from tonight as well, from the last few races as well. But
cheers, mate.
I'd like to say a big thank you to Captain Stiff and Mike for their podium questions and their talk about Australia for next week. You two can stay if you want, or you can go. It's up to you. I'm not going to hold you back. I'm just going to do my last bits of the race, of my final thoughts, and then I'm going to stop the stream. So it's up to you guys.
Wait, I'll stay.
But yeah, I'd like to say, like I said, what can I say? Brilliant drive from everyone here. It was unfortunate between Daniel FN and Nitrogash. And Nitrogash went wide into the grass. He lost the car, and because of that, unfortunately, Daniel FN got collided with Nitrogash's car, which has brought the safety car. And I was in absolute panic state like sweating because I was worried that the safety car did not even come out from the pits like what happened in 2 weeks ago at Silverstone. Luckily it did, and it brought out some extra quality racing from the guys here. O'Stephen, I really wanted O'Stephen to get into the top 3 tonight. I really wanted him to, because he did a magnificent drive tonight. It was gutting that he dropped down to 9th after the last 6 laps. But, like I said, O'Stephen would have been my driver of the day at the time. But it's too tough to call. I mean, Captain Steve to carry on with the win. Mike to get into the podium again on his top form. It's too much of a call here. But like I said, it's a great drive, and fair play to Captain Steve for extending the Drivers' Championship. Ferocioustan, second place, but he needs to catch up, and I know the Williams will be ahead of the Constructors' Championship after the points situation, after China as well. But like I said, always remember, always remember, stay classy. I'll see you later, guys. You take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week at the glorious, glorious race of Australian track. Good day, mate. Good night. Good night. That was a crap Australian accent. So I'll see you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.